bong, bing bong. No. Let me stop it right there. Okay? Sometimes you gotta be the best. Sometimes you just gotta be the best. You understand what I'm saying? Cause I had no clue. I was playing. Let me calm it down a little bit. Damn. A lot of people don't like me, but they can fight. What's up, bro? What's up, Rookie? What's up, brother? What is the word? You know what I mean, Pop. What's good with you, man? What's up, everybody? Frank, what's going on? Frank. Damn, we got numbers in here. What's going on with the numbers? Mama D. You said, am I okay? I'm great. How about you, though? I'm doing really good. I appreciate you asking. So, man, oh man, right? A lot of people, I do see some emails. I've seen some emails and things, and I just tried to stay away from it because I'm doing exactly what the title says, being the best father I can be. And instead of focusing on the wrong things like relationship with women and other things that hinder a relationship with your children, I've decided to put my children first no matter what. And hopefully my daughter sees the light soon. I know my son does. And I've thought about it. You think about things when you're in the car a lot, you're working and you're doing, you start to think. And the number one thing is being a father. There's no handbooklet on being a father, but my vision of seeing and being a father is, I could have been better in the past. I'm not scared to admit it. I could have been a better father. I could have excelled in ways. Yes, there was roadblocks and things in the way of me being that better father, but that's all a learning process, and there's no handbooklet on how to be a better father. But I tell you what, once I had got my son in custody, just in my custody, I've devoted to lay it all on the line like I always have, and that even the same way I did on YouTube. Lay it all on the line. If you're gonna do something, do it all the way. Don't do it half-assed. Don't give it half energy. Give it everything you got, and know that when it's all said and done, when people look back, they go, damn, he gave it everything he had. And you know what? The biggest and most important thing is to make sure that I support my son and daughter on anything they want to be in this life, and to make sure that I give that 100% energy rather than giving these distractions energy, right? And the distraction to me is a relationship with another woman or any other thing outside of not doing that is a distraction, right? And that's why I'm on this journey of working to be the best me, but to make sure that my son, which I can control right now, and I hope my daughter sees the light and joins us on this journey of just becoming better people in life. And that's the little things, right? Helping people, helping anyone you can, doing anything that you can for the next person, because I know what it feels like not to have someone, right? And even like people that twisted my story and took my story and just made up their own like story to it, like, yo, Trev was a deadbeat and he doesn't take care of his kids and he owes this much in child support and blah, and just building their own storyline to my story, right? And I think it's funny because sometimes like you can't control everything. You can only control what you can control, and it's a fucked up system that we live in, because people are allowed to use children as ammo, and it hurts the children. It's not poor old me, it's poor those children that suffered from the consequences of the situation. And children shouldn't have children. I was a child when I had 2 children, right? And I learned so much from that, and I preach to my son every single day. Don't do that. Don't do that. I want you to focus on what you want to be in life, and I'm going to stand behind it and support it, and I want you to focus on that, right? That's just what I want for him. I want him to focus on that. So for all the single fathers out there and all the just fathers out there, period, use that and be the best role model you can for your children and show them how it's done. Because I was thrown to the streets. I was thrown to the wolves when I was young, and I was brainwashed by my mom that my dad was a piece of shit. That's the truth. I was thrown to the streets and told that my dad didn't love me, and certain things. My dad didn't want to be there, etc. Like, this is what I was told, and I believed it. And I was brainwashed. And Frank, I agree with you. I'm very blessed. I'm lucky. And I could take everything and be sour about life, but I'm not. I'm actually probably the happiest I've ever been. Ever. Trumping anything. Like, now I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm striving. Like, when I say I'm striving, I'm watching everything in my life change in front of my eyes from the work that I'm putting in and the effort that's being given. Because effort is everything. You gotta give it. You gotta give effort. If you give effort, there's no results. Right? If you give no effort, there's no results. If you give effort, the results will start changing in front of you. That's been my biggest problem. Chasing women. Women who don't even want to build a family. Right? Women who don't want to build a family. Like, what am I doing? What was I doing? I'm an idiot. But that's okay, though. That's part of learning. That's part of getting over the hump. You got to realize every mistake that you make and capitalize off of it. You got to capitalize off of each mistake and turn that shit into you got to turn it into something beautiful. And that's changing. Making changes, striving for change. Striving to make a difference, striving to let those negatives, see, the negatives that we go through as people, and I'm not just speaking for me, I'm speaking for a lot of people in general, especially the positive, the love and light people, the people who live in love and light and lift people up every single day that they live. We got to take our negatives and teach that to our children, no matter how hard it is. And a lot of people shield these children from the truth, and that's why these children go on to be nobodies. Because we shield the truth from them. What are we doing? Why are we shielding truth and knowledge that they should know? Oh, well, he's young. They're young and you shouldn't tell them that. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you should. You should tell them everything instead of hiding it from them. Oh, they're too young to know that. No, they're not too young. They're not too young. You need to teach them everything. You need to teach them about all the negatives. And the sooner we do that, the sooner we'll fix all these kids in the nation who are suffering because adults want to hide truth from them. You said I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Long duck dawn. How do you, that's a troll. That's definitely a troll. Long duck dawn. See, you got to get up out that basement sometimes, man. Let them muscles work. Get out there. Put in some work. Stop living off the system. It's wrong. A lot of these people raise their children to live off the system. Like, stop doing that shit. I wake up every day and scrap the pavement. Straight up. I put in 80 hours a week. Last week I did 88 hours. And I'm still out here putting in more. Because I love this shit. I know what it takes. I know the work it takes. I love it. I personally, it makes me go harder every day. Like, when people be like, yo, how'd you just sit in there and go live and do this, that, and the third? Like, because I can, and because I love it, because I'm not about to give something half-assed when I go in. You know? What's good? You said I work 70? Hey, Frank, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who's putting in them hours. I want to put in them hours with y'all. You feel me? Like, a lot of y'all devoted, like, money. You guys devoted money, time, and all different types of things to my channel. And I appreciate you guys. Because you know what it takes to have people stand behind you and say the things that they have said about me. And I'm not talking about the negative, I'm actually talking about the positive, because that's the only thing I want to focus on is the positive. The negative is what we need to teach our children to stay away from, and we need to have them be vigilant about these negative things that are shielded away from them, which is why they go out into the world and they're vulnerable to all the negative that is surrounding out here, all the evil. And that's why these things happen to people, to good people, because they're not taught about the negatives that can happen besides the basics. Fuck that, I'm teaching everything. I'm teaching them everything. Even the stuff that I've messed up on, I sit there and admit it right to them, because I don't care. You think I want my son to be in the streets like I was, with no guidance and with no parent that wants to push their child to be the best them? I refuse to be that dad. I refuse to be that dad. I refuse to be that dad. Nope. And the people who twist, I think it's funny to this day, like these people that have taken my story and made it their own and twisted and thrown their own narrative in it. Right? Because the whole entire time, my children have always been used against me as ammo. And me being dumb and uneducated at that time is what made it even worse. So I sat back and was just taking the licks, bop, 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 taking, and the whole entire time, yeah, I was hurting as a person, but fuck the hurt I went through. What about the hurt they went through? What about the guidance that they didn't get from men in and out of their life? What about that? What about the time of a dad taking their children out and playing catch with them and teaching them just the little things? What about those times? That's the things they suffered. Fuck what I went through. Screw all that. Screw all that, man. Our nation's fucked up because people can't get over shit, right? People can't let things go. I forgive anyone who's done anything fucked up to me. I forgive you. You know why? You know why I forgive you? Because I refuse to be that person. I refuse to be that angry, pissed off, wake up every day, hate the world, don't want to be anything, want to live off everybody else because of my depression, and I'm so mentally sick and I can't do this and that because I want to sit around and blame the world. I refuse to be that person. Real shit. I refuse to be that person. I won't be that person. Because of where I come from, there's a bunch of bums and goofballs around there, and you start to become a product of your environment. And until you smarten up and get the hell away from that, you're gonna sit there and rot in your mom's basement like Long Duck Dong, typing in someone's comments, hating on them. And you gotta be in every YouTube channel with 50 different names instead of focusing on being a better person in life. You live off a woman or your mom or your parents, and you don't provide shit for anyone. You're not teaching anybody nothing. You're just trying to be the funny guy and get attention online and comments because your life sucks and you hate yourself. I refuse to be that guy. You know? I do. I refuse to be that guy. And I just came on here to say I'm thankful for everything that I have, because it's precious and our time on this world is very limited. And while we're here, we got to do something useful. We have to do something useful. We got to make a change in every situation that we're in, and we need to put the good out and stop highlighting all the negative. Teach them the negative, but don't highlight it. Don't give it a stage. Don't give it legs. I've done it. We're all guilty of it. We're all going to be guilty of it at some point. But this negative that's out here, if you don't get out here and make a difference, right? If you don't get out here and make a difference, and that difference, you don't need people's cosign for a difference. If you know, a lot of people crave to be big on the internet. Fuck being big on the internet. I don't want to be big on no damn internet. Take all that shit away from me. I don't care about it. I've seen and felt what it feels like. Trust me, it's horrible because you got a bunch of backstabbing weirdos. There's really no loyalty and people think, oh, get on the internet, let's be famous, there's loyalty. You got loyalty in numbers. No, it's just a bunch of brainwashed people that don't even stand on half the shit they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like you start to look in and get close to some of these people, and then you take a glimpse into their life and see that these people hate themselves and they're over here co-signing good like they stand with the good when really they're in the fucking shadows, stabbing you in the back with that butcher knife. Don't be led by the devil out here. Make your own decisions. Stop being weird and stop trying to. You don't gotta co-sign everything to be cool. You know what makes you cool? Your children, your family that you put on this earth, or people that you put on this earth, encouraging them and showing them the right way. That's what makes you cool. And it don't have to be broadcasted either. But I get on here to do that because I still see there's over 100 and something members on the channel, and I haven't been live or even. So that just shows you how many people I've impacted. What, 100 and something? I love that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me impact and share my life with you. My ups and downs. Okay, so when I move into my new crib soon, which I went and met up with a few people today, I was looking at a couple houses. Imagine that. Go back a few months ago and everybody's like, oh, T-REV's crumbling and falling off. Like, I'm about to move into my own house. Ain't nobody fall off. Like, I'm actually fell on. I fell in. What's going on, Jeff? Nice to see you. I fell into something. Like, honestly, I'm striving at the best. Like, Jeff, would you send me $100 back on? Remember you sending me $100? I didn't even ask you for nothing, but you hit me up when I was talking and I was just letting shit off my chest, and Jeff was like, yo, what's your Venmo? Let me send you that was nice of you to do that. That was nice of you to do that. See, that's the type. Shout out to Jeff for giving good gestures and picking people up around him and not, you know, I didn't ask him for nothing, but he wanted to. He insisted. Right? Like, he insisted. And those are the type of people I cherish, those type of people, because those are the type of people that you'll see in stores and places, you know, the little things that you do to help, to contribute to the society, and to, those are the things that mean the most to me. I walk around and see a bunch of angry ass people every day, mad at life. Not me. Like I said, I'm about to move into my own house with my son. He'll have his own room, and I hope my daughter comes and joins at some point. Right? And she's brainwashed. I gotta say it. She's brainwashed by all the negative things that she was told by the internet and people that don't even know me. And that's okay. You know what? I can't even be mad at that, because I contribute to that also. But when she's ready, I'll be here with open arms, ready to help her and ready to do whatever. As long as she's helping herself, I'll be ready to help her get into a vehicle, job. I'll let her focus on school. I'm here. That's what I want to do. As long as my children they want something out of life, and that is to be a good person and to become whatever they want to become, I'm going to stand behind it, no matter what it is. As long as the effort is being given. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. If I don't see you giving effort to it, then I'm not going to help. But if I see you want it, like I told my son, I want you to focus on school these next couple years and what you want to be. Think about really what you want to be, and make sure it's something that you love, because if you don't love it, then you're not going to give it your all. You're going to look at it every day as a mistake, a problem. It's a big circle of depression that's going to keep coming back. Right. I said the same thing, Frank. What's going on, Desiree? I said the same thing. She'll come, and when she comes, I'll be here. I will be here. When she comes, I'll be here. I can't punish my daughter for believing what she wants to believe. Go ahead, believe it. But when she comes to dad and she's saying, Dad, I need help, I'm going to be there. You know, she cut me off a couple months back, and I haven't talked to her since. I messaged her on her birthday. She ignored me, and that's okay. That's all right. She feels some type of way, and that's okay. Feel that type of way, because I want better for you. You can feel upset and mad. You're not used to somebody who wants better out of you. I get that. Trust me, I was there when I was a teen, when I was 13, 14, 15, when my dad stepped in and said these things like, hey, I want to get you away from that and into something positive. I didn't want to, because I was stuck into the negative already. I was in the streets. I was out slinging weed and crack at 13, 14, pistol on the hip, in the streets, already taught and stuck in my ways. I didn't want to be around my dad, who wanted the best out of me at that time. Instead, it was fuck you to my dad. And that's wrong of me. But guess what? My son, I'm blessed to have my son in my life, to be with me, because I'm able to teach him about those things that are so negative, and the negative cycles, and the things that the crowds that you get around, and the people that you're around, and what it can do to your life. I'm able to teach him those positive things, and I'm able to tell him about the negatives and the things that ruined my life at a very young age, all the way into my mid-20s. And I still make mistakes now. But that knowledge that I'm able to give to him, and the example that I'm able to set every day, is way beyond anything else. Because it feels good to set a good example for your son, for your daughter, to get out there every day and give it everything you got, and to know that you, when something is asked, you can provide. That feels better than anything in this world. I'll tell you that much right now. When you can provide and give them anything that they want, which is the position I'm in right now because of the changes I made and will continue to make. Like, I can't wait. I'm about to be into my own crib very soon. I had a few meetings today with a couple landlords, and also I went and put in an application to actually buy my own crib, because I want to be single. I want to be a single father that just makes his whole entire life about his children. That's what I want to be, and that's what I'm gonna be. And if somebody comes into my life, right, they gotta accept that those children are there, and they gotta accept that that's what I'm committed to, just as well as I would have to accept the other side, right? But I think it's time for me to really be by myself and focus on my children. That's what I think. Because no matter what I thought in the past about not being alone, I think that's the better option, is to be alone, so that I can give that all that I have with no distraction. And that's just something that I want. I want to give. I want that. They need that. They need that so bad. The children in our era right now, in the state that this world's in, need that more than anything. They need someone that is going to be there, love them, but not fucking enable them to be fuck-ups and sit devices in front of their faces and say, hey, just fucking do whatever. No, they need a leader that's going to push them to be the best versions of themselves, and that they can provide for their family when they walk out of those doors. That's what my son needs, and that's what my daughter, that's why I'm open arms for my daughter whenever she's ready. Whenever she looks in that mirror and she goes, damn, my dad was talking about is right. I'm upset right now. There's a lot of things that I was told. There's a lot of things that I believe. And that's her right, because I believe those same things. And those same things poison my growth in life for years. Thank you. I appreciate that, Angelica. I feel great, you know? I feel great. I'm 165 pounds, which is, damn, like when y'all see me on here all the time, I was like 210, 215. at the crib all day, fiending over making YouTube videos, obsessed with these cases that break my heart, and that I'm still gonna give time and effort to. It just has to be done correctly. And again, priorities have to be put first before other things. I could love and feel all types of things for the work, and that's a like, honestly, that's something that I cherish, and it needs to be done properly. I can't neglect my body and living in health and relationships with my children over something that I really love and want to do, but I can manage to put that in my life and do it the right way without sacrificing my health in relationships. That's the truth. Instead of trying to bury a depression and a problem, I'm facing it head on. Right? I'm facing it head on. And hold on one second. Let me fix that. That did a flip. But I'm facing it head on, and I'm going to continue to face it head on, right? I'm going to face it head on every day, all day. And that's what I've been doing while I'm not on here. That's what I've been doing. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm doing it next year. I'm doing it the rest of it. Because nothing can be stopped now. Before I was in that era where my children really didn't understand what was going on. They didn't understand, the things that were happening. And I really didn't understand things either until I did a little, true crime. It really opened my mind, but also taught me a lot, because, and I've been in true crime. I've always been into like homicide, but I'm talking laws. I'm talking actual laws and rights of a human being in the United States of America. That's what I'm talking about. And those rights have opened my eyes to, my rights as an American in this country, not only to my children, but just to my life in general, to my everyday life. And it changed me. And I'll forever be grateful for that. I'm gonna forever give my energy and passion to the things that I love. And honestly, I've been focused on the wrong things. I'm gonna be honest with you. I focus on the wrong things. Relationships with people who don't even put in half the energy or time I do. The fuck am I wasting my time for? You know what I mean? Like, what am I wasting my time for? That energy needs to be given to my children. They deserve every bit of that. Instead of putting my energy into some bitch who thinks she's a 10 out of 10 and looks like a fucking doorbell. Nah, I'm not speaking on anyone in general, but I'm just like, nah, like, get that shit out of here. You gotta bring more to the table than that. Hell nah, you gotta bring more to the table. They go over there with them birds. There's so much more to life than a woman in some, you know what? I'm just saying. And hold on, let me fix this junk. Let me fix this damn junk over here. You said she'll come around. Let me fix this. Hold up. Damn, I was on a. You said successful people want to see others succeed. That's me. I tell everybody I see about how I've changed my life right away. Like, and I mean, I see people that are like, hey, damn, you're in here all the time, or you're doing this all the time, and you're doing that. I share. I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm here to uplift anyone around me. If you're having a problem and you can't do certain things, and I have the knowledge to help you, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you that knowledge. I'm gonna give you every bit of it. It doesn't hurt me. It actually soothes my soul to be able to tell you certain things that you can use in your everyday life to make a difference. Some people look at it as gatekeeping and trying to hold people away from doing certain things. Like, if you can't share the knowledge that you have with other people to uplift them, and it may change their life, then you are a gatekeeper. Because you feel threatened by everybody. That's why you feel that way. There's no other explanation for it. If you can't share to other people your positivity, but also the way you did it, then there's something wrong with you. You're selfish. Nope, I refuse to not be selfish. I'm not going to be selfish. Because there's so much for everyone in this world, and we got to pick everyone up around us. There's enough for everybody in every aspect. Let me catch up with this chat. It's great to see you. What's up, Low 12? You said you broke through the glass ceiling. There is no... You're right. You're right. That's what I'm saying. And I'm glad you put it that way. You broke through the glass and there's no stopping you now. And you know what? You're absolutely 100% right. That is a good way to explain it, because that's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what I'm going to keep doing. And there's nothing that can stop me. There's not one thing that can stop me but me. You know, I'm stable. I'm striving. And you want to hear this? I'm striving and making the most money I've ever made in my life, that I'm able to share with my children and help them be better people. And if I have to put in that 88 hours a week to do that, oh well, I'm devote every minute to them, because they deserve that. They didn't ask to be on this earth. They didn't ask to be born. And yeah, they had to suffer for a long time without their father in their life. And shame on myself and their mother for even having them come into a situation, because it takes two to put a situation like that. No matter who's right, who's wrong, we're both responsible for the way things played out. And I can sit here and play the blame game all day long and tell you guys the truth, which is my children were hid from me. They were hidden from me, and I was asked of for money and all different types of things in order to talk to my children, and that's not, and my heart told me that's wrong, and I didn't play that game. So I let that child support stack up, and I refused to be a puppet to anyone to sit there and wave two children in front of me as ammo and money. I'm not gonna be that dude. So oh well, if people want to take an amount that I owe for child support and make their own story to it, go ahead, but you're gonna get the real from me. The real is, I didn't let a woman do that to me, but I also could have done something about it, right? And then I lacked the education and knowledge, but guess what? Again, jumping and digging in super deep to law has opened my eyes to my rights as a human. And it's so important to share that with everyone, because somebody could be going, there could be a man right now that's in here that's going through this situation where they were with someone, they had children, and now the mother is dating different men all the time, or whatever the situation may be, and you feel like you can't do nothing. You live states away and child support's racking up, but every time you reach out, you're getting asked for money that you don't have and things that you can't do, while somebody's holding that over your head and saying, hey, if you don't send me $5,000, you can't see your kids, or if you can't do, and you're like, fuck, what do I do? But just know you can do something. This is where I fucked up. You have rights as a person, and you can go to the court and make that change right away. You can step foot in that court and make everything change. Fuck it. If you have a warrant for child support or something going on, step in the court, say something. That's what I had to do. I had to get a lawyer. I had to do, and I'm still going through the process at this point to get that shit off, because I have like this whole entire time, people has always researched on me. Have you ever researched into my first Austin Trevor Sweet Facebook and pulled up the screenshot where I posted on Facebook of someone literally sitting there admitting to hiding my children away from me? I'm so sorry. So when I have something that you can gain off of, now all of a sudden you're sorry, and you're sorry that you hid my children away from me, because I'm in a financial situation where you see money and dollar signs, you don't give a fuck. You're willing to say whatever. Right. So it's just, like, just know you can do something. You can go down to that courthouse and change. And that's where that's what I didn't do. And that's where I fucked up. And the only people that suffer at the end of the day are the children. So for any man or woman who's going through that situation, because women go through it too. We ain't the only ones. Women go through it. Women have hard times. Men have hard times. But the only person that can change those hard times are us as humans. Men or woman. Or man or woman. We're the only people that can change it. It's up to us to change it. It's not up to our children to change it. They're children. We got to change it. We got to go to the courthouse. We got to make the difference. And that's what I didn't do, and that's what I regret. But at the same time, that's a lesson learned, and that's something that that'll never happen again. You know what I mean? It really is. It's something that'll never happen again. And man, the situation taught me so much, and I just thought I'd come on here and tell you guys what was important. Because that's the most important thing in this world. It is being a good father. That's what I'm dedicating all my time to. Yeah, you know, that's a good question, because I still have receipts, right? I still have receipts from things, but they won't write that off. Hold on one second. I need to quit smoking again. I picked up this bad habit again. Oh yeah, you said so. You can't see your kids if you're in that position. Yeah, it does suck, dude. I had to go into the mental institution for 4 different times in my life because of that situation. So imagine being in your children's life the first 5 years that they're born, and then it being stripped away from you, and you happen to live like, oh, what's going on, right? Because that's what happened to me. And I just remember moving back home to Virginia because I was homeless in Jersey for like 5 or 6 months, sleeping on park benches, because I was so used to my children being there every day, and that was stripped away from me. And when that stripped away from me, I went into this mental depression where once I noticed things were going to happen one way, I gave up. You know what I mean? Like, I gave up. And it wasn't that I really gave up. I just gave up on it. I didn't know what to do at that time. I didn't know how to change it. I didn't know my rights as a human. I was calling child support on the phone like this, right? Saying, hey, how do I get a hold of them? I'm being asked for money and then blocked, or this situation's going on and I can't do nothing about it. Can you give me an address? They're telling me they can't. I thought that was the end, but it wasn't the end. I thought that was the end, but it wasn't the end. So I said to myself, after laying in the pillow and crying for a long time, like every fucking night, dude. I remember laying on my dad's couch and just crying my eyes out. And, all I could see when I closed my eyes was my son and my daughter, running around as 2 and 3 year olds at the time. And it fucked with me so much mentally for those next 3 or 4 years that I got to a point where I said, you know what? When they get old enough, they're going to come find me. But this is the thing. I lacked the education of knowing that I could go to that courthouse and change it right away. That's where I fucked up. And I hope nobody fucks up with that ever again. Don't feel like you can't do nothing, and don't feel like you need somebody to hold your hand to do it, because you don't. All you got to do is go in there. That's what I regret not doing and knowing. That's why education is important. That's why not shielding our children away from these negative things that can happen is important, because they need to know their rights and what they can do when they get out into this real world. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's important. It is. It's very important. I feel great though. You're talking to me. 14 hours today I done put in. I've been working all day long, and in fact, I won't say where, but I was offered a position today. I don't really need the position because I'm already good. I'm solid. I mean, shit, I'm not scared to share anything. I could teach. Shit, we could teach anyone in here. I make about $5,200 to $5,500 a month doing what I do. I'm able to provide. I'm able to get my son and daughter if they need. And I'm waiting for my daughter to reach out. I've been waiting. I want to help you, sweetie. Dad wants to help you, but you gotta give up the boy shit and chasing these other people, because they don't want the best for you like I do. And when you see the light and you reach out to dad, I'm here with open arms. I'm not upset. I'm not sad about you not talking to me. Yes, I'm sad about it, but I'm not sad to the point where I'm trying to force you to do something you don't want to do. When you're ready, I'm here. When you want to come and change your life and focus on your education and what you want to be, I'm here to support it all the way to the top. All the way. Shit, I'm taking your brother to get his ID. He's about to get a job. I already got him in there. Why? Because I built relationships. I get out here in the community and I go hard. And people notice that in the community. I didn't even bring it to no one's attention. They're coming up to me and saying, hey, you're here all the time. You live here. You're here all the time. What are you doing? And when I tell them what I'm doing, they're like, oh my God. And when I show them the results and say, here, look, like I'm about to do to you. Watch this. Here, let me show you the results, okay? I'm going to show you guys the results. Fuck talking about it. Let's show. Let's do show. I want you guys to, I don't want to just be saying it and it be empty. Like, I want to bring some context into this. So this is why they notice. You see that right there? What does that say on the hour wise? It says 82 hours and 53 minutes and 14 seconds. You see that? That's the time I'm putting in. Active hours, 82. That's just 1 week. Let's look at the active hours here. 88 hours, all right? 88. See that? I'm not hiding nothing. 88. 88 hours. I just let it speak for itself. I let the hours speak for itself. The time, the dedication. You see this? See, this is Saturday, right? You see this Saturday? $298, right? It didn't just fall out the sky. That was 19 hours that I worked straight. You see that says 19 hours that I worked straight? This is what people aren't willing to do in our country. They want to sit around and have everybody do shit for them. Not me. I'm going to get out here and keep showing you how it's done. I'm going to get out here and show you what it takes to become a man or a woman or whatever you need to know. I'm going to show you by example. Did you really? You said, so are you going to? Yeah, I love it here in Tennessee. I don't think I'm ever going to leave Tennessee. I don't think I'm ever going to leave. But you see that though? Total? What does that say total right there? Total for that Saturday, $298.98. Lead by example. Hope to see you soon again. Diane, good night to you too. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like things happen for a reason though. Because, again, I feel at my best right now. I do. I seriously feel at my best. With all the fucked up shit going on, I feel at my best right now. That should tell you everything you need to know. And yes, I needed to leave anyways. Where I was at, that wasn't something, I wasn't happy. So did I relocate for her or did I relocate for me? I relocated for me. I didn't relocate for somebody else. I get what you're saying. But at the same time, I relocated for me and just in general. I go off my heart. I don't go off of doing shit on a limb. I actually did what I wanted to do. Would I change it? No. I love the way everything played out because you know what? At the end of the day, standing right here, what's today's date? Standing right here, I'm in the best place I've been in my life. I've got to say bye for now. So proud of you, T-REV. Keep on shining. Thank you, Lorraine. I appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate that. I do. You should be feeling at your best. Glad to see you. But we all knew and understood there's a change that needed to be done for the best. Yeah, and shit, that person you guys always seen is, it wasn't that I wasn't at my best. It's just that I had a piece of my heart missing, which is my children, right? And it's hard to enjoy anything when you don't have something that's missing in your heart. You can't enjoy those accolades and things that you see yourself, you see the changes, right? But you can't enjoy it when there's something in your heart missing. There's no enjoyment to that. I can't win without having every piece of my heart here. It has to be every piece of my heart. What's up, Erica? What's up, Tara? What's going on? Let's see, Tara. Let's see, Anthony. You said what? You were that first call in the man. Abby and Libby. See, it's stories like those. It's stories like those, Idaho 4, and a lot of the stories that I covered that has helped me today. So I gotta really give it up to those cases too, because those cases have really made my heart bigger. Not that my heart wasn't big already, but those stories have helped me be a better father and make better decisions and teach things that maybe I wouldn't have taught beforehand, if that makes sense. What's up, Shannon? How you doing? To me, nothing makes a man more attractive than being See, before I put things as those things were covering up that hurt, and there's just so much that you can say. There's nothing that can change it but making it change yourself. And time, it takes time. As you see, it takes time. I'm sitting here, yeah, my son, I got my son. But it's still, the mission's not over yet. The mission's still going on. It's still happening right now. This mission isn't complete. It's just getting started. Hey, Shelly, long time, how are you? There's a lot of good people in here. I see a lot of you guys. I know a lot of these names. And then some I don't, but I notice most of them. Ramona, I love you. Take care of yourself and your children. Blessings, love, and light. I appreciate you, Ramona. It's been 8 months since I touched the spirit box, because spirits really come to me and they suck the energy right on out of me. You know that, right? You know how long it's been since I touched the spirit box? I haven't touched the spirit box. I'm serious, 8 months. I haven't had any time to do anything that I want to do. Like those things that I love and cherish. I haven't had time to do that because I know it's the most important. And I know that if I take my attention and set it on something else, that I could possibly get so into what I'm doing here that I lose what means the most to me. So I got to learn how to manage everything and fit everything into my life that I love and cherish without giving too much attention to something that could hurt me a little bit. That's all. You know, does that make any sense to anybody? Because my attention, once I give something my energy and attention, I'm in it. And it's hard for me to not be in it. And then my focus is taken off something that means more to me when it should be, there. So I'll tell you what though, you said that look up protection and start to unravel and slow down to you. Somebody tried to place a curse on me, but it don't work. Somebody tried to curse me, some witch. But God's power is stronger than yours. You know that, right? Whatever witch tried to put a spell on me, I put a spell on you. You know that, right? You wench. You damn wench. Hold up 1 second. Let me set this up real quick. You damn wench, that shit does not work around here. You can try. I'm stronger, though. You know that, right? You know I'm stronger, motherfucker. No hesitations or deviations to the nation. Hold up. That is my why. Say it. There's no hesitations or deviations to the nation. Damn! You see what these say? What does that say right there? No hesitations or deviations to the nation. Hold up. This is what I care about. Thank you so much. You are the kindest young man I've ever met. Nice. Kindly agreed to leave my blank. Oh! No way! What'd he say? Kindly. See, this is what I care about. I care about impacting somebody. Austin is awesome. One of the kindest young men I've ever met. Thank you for being so quick, Austin. And you're also very kind and have well manners. You are a bright young man. See, those are the things that I love. I love making an impact on somebody's life when I'm doing something for them. That's what I love. That's what I love. I love making an impact. Leaving that type of impression. I love when a customer reaches out to me and tells me how much that meant to them. And I say, hey, if you need something, let me know. You don't have to have money to, I'll come and do whatever you need. Straight up. And that's the truth. I might have met you this way, but I don't need that. I can come give you a hand. You need a hand? I can come give you a hand. No problem. You don't have to have anything. I can come give you a hand. That's what I care about. The fact that these opportunities, you know how many good ass people I've met? Good night to you too, Ramona. I appreciate you. No hesitations or deviations to the nation. You said we all love you and just the best for you. I know who does and who doesn't. And that's why I come on here still. Because I know that there is people out there that do love me and really do appreciate the things that we have done and went through together on the platform. But people need to know that there's so much more than just the platform. There's so much more to life, and there's so much more to what people tried to do. People tried to make it something it wasn't. And the only people that can take control of that is us. And when I say us, I mean us as humans. We're the only people that can take control of that. We don't need to sit out here and try to disapprove everything. People should already know when they look like, yo, that's not that dude. That's not who. Nah, that's not him. But if you want to believe that, then you're easily brainwashed and you're part of the problem. Whatever it is, it's like me saying, hey, Krista 23 is a backstabbing snake, and she does this, that, and the third, and she doesn't take care of her kids, and she doesn't do that. And I put the video out, and now 2,000 people are running around saying it's about a woman because of my word. Where's the proof? Where's the proof other than made up shit? Where's the proof other than the narrative I created? Where's the proof other than a receipt from the government that says this man owes this much money for child support, and I'm going to take this story and turn it into him being a piece of shit? But I'd love, there ain't nobody that can say shit about me, because them people who said T-REV's a deadbeat look fucking stupid as hell right now. They look like fucking idiots. They do. They look stupid. And they can be sued, but I don't need to sue these people. I'm not looking for a come up. I'm not looking for a come up. I'm looking to build character. I'm looking to grow. I'm not looking to come and sit in a courtroom with a bunch of people who made up stories about me and sue the fuck out of them. Congratulations, you're lucky, because I don't need that. That's just going to add more negativity to my life. Have fun. If you want to make up stories about people all day, go ahead. Thank you for the promotion. I appreciate it. Negative or great. Thank you. But go ahead. That's on you. I don't have enough hate in my heart to go bring these people and drag them in court. I said I was going to, and I could. Because there's so much to disapprove the fucking character assassination. There's so much to disapprove it and show, hey, this is false. This is false. But why even let that negativity through the gate? Leave that shit at the gate and keep it at the gate. Keep that shit at the gate and with you people, the people who loved all that weird drama. Keep that. That's cool. That just shows you how much impact I had and how jealous people are. If you are making up a story about me, damn, that just shows your jealousy coming through a little bit. It's all right. It shows you how upset you were that I was in the position that I was in. And I'm still in that position, because when I hit record and I come live to work on what we done here on my channel, it's going to be to the next level. And I'm going to give it everything that I got, like I did a year ago. Not the last couple months, because I wanted to come on and make everybody feel like I'm okay. It's okay to not be okay. Understand that. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to work on you and to build off of that and to change. And what I mean by change is to work on the things that you are struggling with without thinking you need to keep telling people everything that's going on in your life. Take your time, fix yourself, and come back and be you. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Come back and be you. And make sure that you pick people up around you when you do it. The reason I don't get on here anymore is because I need to clear my mind from the negatives. And I've done that. I've done that at a high level. And I put in a lot of hours doing what I do, because what was I working for? To get my own place with my son and hopefully my daughter when she's ready. I hope she's ready now. She'd have a room. You know? Straight up. Hopefully she's ready, because I got a room for you. You have your own room, and dad's womanless. Well, when we move into this new crib, I'm going to be womanless. I don't want to be with nobody. I want to be a father, and that's it. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me do my 1-2 with my kids, and let me make sure that, because they're about to go in adulthood, I know how important it is for me to need to be there for them right now, and to make sure that when they walk out the door away from me, that they know how to live. They know how to pay. They know what bills, credit, everything. When they walk out from me, I want to know that they can stand on their 2 legs and live on their own and not need a man or a woman in their life. That's what I want. And that's what they will have. And just know that. That's what they will have. And I ain't going to let some bitch walk in and think that she runs shit. Because the most important thing for me is to be that best father. I don't need no motherfucking bitch. And excuse me, women aren't bitches, but certain women are. And certain men are dickheads and idiots and fucking fiends for the wrong things. And I've been that. I've been that before. I've been that dude that's like, yo, she's hot. Nah, life is so much more important than that bullshit. We need to be there to educate our children of the fuckery in this world. And that's what this shit taught me. It taught me about the fuckery that I need to teach my children now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Right now. Teach them how to save, to take care of themselves. Teach them how, like me, I let everything go in certain parts of my body and fuck things up, like my grill. Look at my grill. Do I want my kids walking around with teeth falling out and shit? Hell nah. That's why I'm getting all them bitches yanked, and I'm getting implants in that bitch so I can smile bright. Why? Because I let myself go at times, and that's what I'm here to teach them not to do. Don't let go of yourself and give up. Yes, you're gonna feel depressed at times. You're gonna feel like certain things at times, but I want you to know that that's going to pass by quick, and you're going to continue to strive in this life. Is everything perfect? Fuck no. There's going to be downs. There's always going to be downs. And you may have a down every day. I'm telling you, you're going to have a down every day. But can you overcome that? Can you rise above that? That's what I'm going to teach him. I'm going to teach him how to do that. Because I've overcame so much in my life that there's nothing that can break me. Nothing that can break. The only thing that could break me is hurting one of my children. That's the only thing that could break me. That's the only thing that's gonna break me. And you do that, I feel bad for you. Because that's when you'll see a monster. That's when you'll see a real fucking monster. You mess with my children, ooh, I feel bad for you. That's why I take what I do so serious. That's why, you understand me? That's why I take it so serious when I put my heart into these children, because I think of them as my children. That's why these cases bother me. That's why these pieces of shit that I see out here bother me. Because there's real people that put on acts. They don't love shit, but yet they want to try to bring down the next person that actually wants to be everything. And motherfuckers don't even know half the story. Motherfuckers ain't been in my shoes. You don't know shit. Don't speak for me. Don't speak for me, because you don't know. You ain't lived it. You don't know what pain feels like. If you ain't felt that pain, then I don't want to hear from you. And I can't hear from you if you've been a piece of shit before that pain. And what I mean by a piece of shit is the type of shit that I heard. I ain't talking about somebody. I'm talking about rapists and weirdos like that do weird shit to children. I don't want to hear from you. You got shit on your name like that, you can't even speak in my direction. You understand? Hi, Trev. Good to see you. What's going on, Dean? Nice to see you too, my friend. I'm just out here on call right now. Just got a call just now. I am on call right now. Just got a call right now. So back to you know, getting back on the clock again. Damn, you know what I did? I turned everything around, got my own car, had over $5,000 in the bank, and I'm ready to get my own place. Got everything I need sitting right here in front of me. I don't need nobody. I can count on me right now. You understand? Like, my son's got everything he needs. My daughter could have everything that she needs if she wasn't ignoring me. And that's okay. Like I said, she's going to come around. She's going to come back around when she's ready. And I accept that. I accept it. Because I'm not... I went through that. I went through what she's going through. And then when you're going through what she's going through, you have to see the light yourself. Nobody will ever be able to make you see the light but you. And when you see the light, everything changes right there. Keep thinking, good man. Yes, what's going on? I'm telling you that right now, man. I know that for a fact. But, hey, I love you guys. Back to this clock. 80 hours a week. If that's what it takes, give it. 80 hours a week is what I do. Can you? Holler at you. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'll pop out very soon. I got to go take care of this real quick.